chapel spire hasn't moved for days. Wind through Rickerton's broken fields, whispering old names.
He came to me at evening, bells silent, sky gone still.
Sat blind upon the wooden cross, like a shadow with a will. He told me, son, the world's too full, the hells will lose its store.
Graves will split, bones will knit, and walk the moor once more.
Death will choke and the sky will crack, the sea shall flood once more. Sinner, God has forgotten you, the rapture left you behind.
What breaks first, my son?
Your flesh or your mind? When the gates are open wide, when death and hell give up their dead.
What shall you do, my sweet child?
Where shall you run? Where shall you hide? This is the pit, and the pendulum swings evermore. You are lost and alone, soulless to the core. So tell me, sinner, what is worth living for?
He leaned into my trembling soul, and in a voice I heard, and I heard.
He told me what he saw.
Hello and welcome once again to The Walking Dead Nevermore here at Tattletales RPG, where the table may indeed be virtual, but you are certainly most welcome at it. We return once again to the most dreaded of places, Southern Ireland. And
Or it has induced in every single character.
The supplies of Guinness are running out.
Oh, we've got a rage paddy on our hands, boys. We're out of Guinness. Yeah, that's what's actually happening with the zombies. They're just really thirsty drunks.
They haven't updated their journal for job centre. And now they're all free.
Oh dear. Hashtag restore. No, I shouldn't make that joke.
No. I borderlined it. You went too far.
Nah. That's the limit. Oh, why is that not working?
Yes. Imperial intervention is not one that we will consider.
Imperial intervention. Why is this being annoying? Chrome. Why do you not recognize? There we go. Got the chat on, so we can actually see people talking now. Zombies hanging for a pint, yeah. So.
Just go to the Winchester and wait for it all to blow over.
Oh, that's what a film. Walking Dead, where last we left off, we had 2 new players join us who sadly can't make it tonight, but they do send their love, and this is the last week where we won't have Gabe as well. Hopefully. So, next week we should be fully all 6 players, which would be awesome. With that in mind, however, I know, right? A fully booked session. What's that?
Sorry to everybody who's bored of us.
Thank you. Somebody says it.
Understandable.
Oh dear. What was I thinking? So, where last we left off, the party have escaped Camp Runcorn. The military encampment there having fallen to the wildfire virus, overrun by walkers. But you did not escape empty-handed. Knowledge to the far east of Wickerton, in a town called Hollyhill near Cork, you know that children have gone missing, having been sent there by the military in some sort of, safe zone or project. The Horrors of Hollyhill. That would have been a really good name for the campaign. Oh well, that's not what we're going to go with. You learnt that there was a man by the name of Tommy Kilmartin who was seemingly in charge. And, perhaps most importantly of all, you were able to capture Eloise Runcorn herself, the military commander here in Wickerton. And that's kind of the biggest getaway you've had in this entire situation. For the first time in a long time, you are the agents of your own destiny. And you struck towards Kelloyd Farm, where you have managed to reunite with Mama Kelloyd. You've dug yourselves the beginnings of a latrine system, and with new fences being erected, with toilets being dug and a water supply to be investigated, you are now beginning to batten down the hatches and prepare for the oncoming apocalypse. There is now, I think, we have reached the point of no return. Any hope for the future, any hope that may have lingered in your hearts, has now truly faded with the military disappearing. Well, not disappearing, we know what happened to them, they got fucked. But with the military being killed. So, we are currently hours of Hollyhill, that could be good. Sorry, distracted. Yeah, the Horrors of Hollyhill could tell you that, honestly. So, where we left off, the party realised that you only had an extremely limited water supply here at Kelloyd Farm, and you needed to get the mains going into the farm up and running once again. So you've put a team together to go and scout out the nearby lake where the majority of Kelloyd Farm's water is pumped from. You haven't left yet, however, as the night is beginning to draw in. It is currently 10 to 7 in the morning, so night is kind of just finished, actually, I should stress. But it is far from an easy night. Your fences and defences have not yet been fully constructed. You have put to work the entirety of the farm. Everybody here is chipping in, working together in an attempt to fortify Kelloyd Farm. But I believe when we worked out how long this was going to take, project-wise, it was going to take something, latrines was going to take 4 weeks, and your defences was going to take 2. Actually, or was it days that we rolled for in the end? I think it might have been days.
I think it was days because I argued we're not being pretty with the latrine.
We're going Victorian.
With a bucket.
I believe, if my memory serves, you settled on a week.
Let me check the projects page.
That one.
Kelloyd Farm. Project. So, issues with the farm currently is no proper system for human waste, you are prone to disease and smell, you have a slurry tank and you shit in the ditch. It is extremely yeah, quite. It is extremely cold in the winter. The nearby lake appears to be poisoned, and you have lots of tall crops which, while providing food, also block line of sight to any oncoming walkers. You are over capacity with 24 out of 20 survivors, so you are burning through supplies, and you are currently building latrines which is, it is months to latrines here. Yes, we went from months to week. And you are building defensive barriers, which is going to take you 2 days. So, that matches up with our resources at the bottom here. So it is going to be 4 weeks on the latrines, 2 days on the barriers. So, either you guys can begin helping out with those projects, in which case you can maybe expedite the process and we'll sort of begin the roleplay. The Walking Dead does seem to be an RP system that focuses on, you know, long periods of nothing, as it were, kind of TV show-esque. Or you can start discussing how to get to the lake. You don't know how far it is, and timing always plays a factor in this campaign. So, what do you want to do, team?
I do think poisoned water is better priority than latrine at the moment.
I do tend to agree with that. Chrissy would volunteer to help purify lake.
Okay.
And how is Chrissy going to help purify it? If I can start drinking and be a tester.
Yes, he's a child. His immune system is fantastic.
Better than the immune system of half the fucking player characters thus far.
Not wrong.
No, it's less immune system and more the luck of the dice. I know it was myself and we had I can't remember whose character it was. Of the new guys, the doctor, scientist,
Yep, the beefcake.
Beefcake, yeah, Professor Beefcake, were essentially going to be sorting out the water once we had testing and trying to purify it. Because he's got science/tech and I've got the medicine, so between the two of us we had the best chance, I believe we determined.
Yeah.
But we still need to scout out and find it, so...
What I will do, though, is simply because I don't want to put characters in danger who aren't here, I will allocate to the two projects our two missing members. So, if I go player characters, player community is the one I've been working on, but if I go for Joseph here, I'm going to have him make a leadership check. For every success, I will reduce the duration. Which one would you like the father to help out on? Do you want him on the latrines or on the defences?
I think latrines.
Hang on, no, he's served in the military, realistic.
No, this is the different
This is
father.
the player character father. There's two fathers now. One is sane, the other one is not.
Oh, yeah, sorry, no. I forgot he was a priest for a second.
I think latrines.
Latrines for that.
Okay.
And I think...
Alright, we'll push. Okay. One success, I will increase latrine's completion by 1 week. So with his leadership, they're able to sort of pull together, and the ditches are beginning to be dug. Did you want to apply Nicholas to the same or to the defences?
Defenses is 2 days, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Defences is literally they're just putting up wiring around the fence.
I think double down on latrines.
Yeah, I would say double down on latrines as well. The quicker we've got them installed, we'll avoid the risk of infections.
But
Lower it.
one of them increases our capacity, doesn't it?
Yes, the defences, I believe, increases your capacity. Let me triple check for you. Defences increase your defence by 2, latrines increase your capacity by 3. So you'd still be 1 over, but you'd be burning a few less supplies.
Yeah, so I think latrines is...
Yeah, latrines does make the best call based on that.
Yeah, latrines again, please.
Okay, give me 2
An
seconds.
objection.
For the 200, we'll go latrines again, please.
Alright then. I could find the button. Why do I have so many buttons? God, I have so many buttons. Wait, what's that? Oh, I see. Yeah. Alright. For Nicholas helping to dig latrines, it's now sort of ingratiating themselves into the community. You see the absolutely huge man that is Nicholas pushing. Oh boy, we will deal with that. Over the course of the week, 2 player characters do ingratiate themselves with the community. The father is a welcome change of pace from Father Mulaney, whose hellfire rhetoric has people sort of constantly on edge. Whereas the sheer size and physical capacity of Nicholas means that, you know, work is getting done. But sadly he rolled no successes, so the latrines are unable, I'm not going to increase them by any means. But that's what they're doing for the sake of the time being. What are you guys going to do?
I believe it would be... I think our best bet would be immediately just to finish these defences off, and then once we've got the defence in place, we can have we can scout out safer, so if anything does follow us back, the camp is more fortified.
Yeah, if you want to do defences, Ian, what are you wanting to do?
Well, I'll go on defences.
Okay. So you guys are going to delay going to the lake to assist in the building of the camp.
That was my logic question, because Chrissy isn't going to be able to clear out the lake, but he'll be able to clear out some of the walkers surrounding it.
Potentially.
Yeah, but obviously if we've got, if we end up over encumbered, or if we encounter wildlife, much like you and
We have the option of falling back into a secure position if there's
we've got a safer. Yeah, that's.
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, that's my reasoning for it, and then obviously we can, with the defences set up as well, the others can focus on the.
Well, we
purely
could
focus on the latrine, or pull even like somebody like Father Mulaney with us as well.
Or we could set those 5 doing another project.
Yeah. That's also a very...
Well, everyone is currently allocated to a project, I should stress.
For sure, everyone?
Yeah, literally everyone is allocated to a project right now.
Yeah, no, I was working out 24 because there was the 10 workforce for the latrines, but then I remembered we put a few extra in there, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Right,
That's all good.
What do you want to do, Tim?
Do you want to roll for the defences then? Leadership, see...
Okay, so we are delaying going to the lake.
Yes,
I
think we're going to delay it by trying to get these defences done. If we can get them done, like today, for example, like tomorrow we would go to scout for the lake.
My concern again, to voice it, we're going to be going days without water.
Mm-hmm.
How many we would have eaten since we last did a session, which would have essentially been when we ended the last session, I take it.
Yeah, what we need to do as well...
We drank water yesterday in session. Like, in...
You have some water from the farm, I should stress.
Like, it's not like we're going to be 3 days without water. Like, there's possibly like a rain... There's, like, farms by my own... There's always, like, a barrel left near the gutters that's just full of rainwater.
Yeah,
Not
that
to be
is.
the nicest, but it's cleaner than what we would be using.
So, one thing that I need to stress as well, who here has rations on them? Check your inventories.
I have a ration.
Okay, we are going to do this campaign. We're going to do it properly. You consume 1 ration per day, as does every NPC. You are all going to starve.
Right, let's go hunting.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, we leave them. I'd say we leave them and we go off and we get the water and we keep
Okay, well,
wildlife on our way, lads.
okay. Why don't we? Yeah, we will go. We'll do a 2-for-1 in the sense we will head towards the lake to scout the lake, and while we're going there, we'll also keep an eye out for any sort of food that we might be able to find.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay.
It's the part where I might have to get good at throwing a spear at a rabbit, like I did in the forest.
This is the part where I need you all to make scout checks.
Would we have lost stress over the night?
I would say so, yes, because you are resting in a safe space, so 1 stress each can be lost.
The food could be lost. So,
Did you interact with an anchor?
Sarah would have been there.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
There we go. That's better. That's a better scout check.
Scout.
Alright, solid.
Also piling on problems on top of problems. We didn't do XP last session.
You should have. I thought we did.
No,
I thought we did. Oh wait, no, we didn't.
Okay, right. Let's do that now then. Everyone would get. You. That's not a project you received when you escaped camp. Everyone would get at least 3. I'm going to go with. Everyone would get 3 XP. I'll add it to our players who aren't here. So 3 XP to everyone. I will start Keloid Farm off with some rations, but it's not going to be much. And obviously, there's a lot. You're losing 24 a day, essentially, because of how many people are here. So let's say they had enough for a couple of weeks. But you guys are over capacity. They were under capacity before, so let's go with 10. You've consumed 24. Let's say that 20 rations are remaining. Sound fair? Okay. Okie dokie. Right. On your scouting checks then, I'm going to pass the buck here, and I'm going to hand it over to you guys to tell me what you go out and find. This is how we do Walking Dead. This is up to you guys. What do you actively seek out?
I think, given that we had found a book last session, Seamus is definitely after going looking for one of those. I hope that there isn't like a rabid herd, and that he can find some that are edible.
Sounds good.
Like a feed for a massive amount of people.
Let's go farm.
I don't know about Sebastian and Christy.
I mean, my focus would be mainly on finding the lake and bringing back like a sample, or at least confirming a safe route to and from. That way, when we've got Dr. Muscles free, me and him can utilize his tech and stuff to try and test it and determine whether it is good, bad, or just completely beyond all hope.
Alright, so you're going towards the lake, and Pat is going actively hunting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I store my Hurley a knife, and yeah. So my Hurley and one of the knives in
You should be able to access the camp.
Right.
You should be able to access Kelloyd Farm as a character sheet, and you can put your gear and stuff in there. I think I liked what we sort of decided last week, where we are going to do this properly. You know, we're going to run it proper. Rough.
I lacked permissions to create item in parent actor, and I lost the Hurley completely.
Huh?
Yeah. So I dragged it over into it, and it deleted from my character sheet, but didn't appear in Kelloyd Farm.
What the fuck? Okay, I will fix that in a jiffy. That's weird. Just fix that.
Do you have the ability to add stuff to stud weapons and armor? Because when I go to click, it says lacks permission to create an item or bloody blah. So
Yeah,
it could have been that.
That's what happened when I dragged the Hurley over.
Yeah, it's probably why, because it's just been set up as a new character sheet, so we probably just don't have the correct access right now.
That's weird. 1 second. Kelloyd Farm. Configure ownership. Oh, it's because you're all observers. I'm going to make you all owners. Now you should be able to edit it as you please. Please don't abuse this.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay, so that's 10 A's.
There, I
yeah.
put in the knife.
There we go, yeah.
Nice.
And I'll add the Hurley manually because it's disappeared.
Yep, no stress. Okay. So, as you go out and search, where's Liam going? Where did you want to go and find it for your scout check, Liam?
I will be going to find smaller, more manageable prey like badgers and etc. in the woods.
Okay. So, going to the surrounding area then, you do divide up slightly. Actually, don't need everyone on this map, do I? That's just...
Who else has a walkie-talkie, just for reference? Because I do have one in my kit. I believe we handed them out at one point. I can't remember when.
We did not. I have 4 walkie-talkies to my name, I believe.
I have one, so unless
I have
Shin
none.
gave me one.
I think I might have given you one as Diarmid.
Potentially. Potentially why. Yeah.
I
I'm just
will
thinking-
say Seamus doesn't.
Yeah, I think it would be best if we utilise them if we're going out in this kind of situation, in case anybody needs any backup or finds anything that others may need to be brought in the loop for. Like a congregation of Zeds.
Well, we'll just have to find out. So, Liam. Liam eats badgers now. Seamus goes out towards the area where you found the infected deer, with Liam and Cunt the dog going with. Sebastian, you're able to move up following the stream towards northwards, towards the lake. Who would like to go first? Which group?
I'll go first.
I'm happy to leave Sebastian go first. If you...
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
It's no problem.
Okay, 1 second. When maps begin to start working. So, following the river down to the lake. I see you all at the bottom for some reason. Following the river down to the lake, Sebastian, It is in a recess, kind of like a bowl cut out of the cliffside, with forest on one side, mountain on the other. The lake is pretty still, and it is quite far below you. We're talking maybe 20-30 meters down, as to the right of you there is a rushing waterfall that feeds directly into it. From this distance you won't be able to gauge much. You sort of creep forward through the tree line, and I will say, because you guys are out and about, our threatometer is going to go up by 1. There are zombies around. But as you sort of creep forwards, you look over, you can't see much from up here. If you want to learn more, you're going to have to get closer, which obviously comes in with its own problems. So, you look back as you see Pat and Liam disappearing into the tree line. Do you want to wait? Or are you going to
No, I'll
go for it?
I'll have a go for it, because I'm assuming we've all got walkie-talkies now based on the conversation we just had.
Yeah, if you've done it in your character sheets.
Specifically, I will say that Chrissy will be setting it onto the lowest possible volume, so as should I be in a tight situation, no bitch actually activates my walkie-talkie.
Annoying.
Yeah.
Can I get a walkie-talkie added to my character sheet from someone else's?
Yeah, it'd be from...
No, guy.
It'd be from... Should be like... Over the walkie-talkie. Chrissy, give him a walkie-talkie. Over.
Sebastian, you promised to use my code name. Over. Yeah, I will hand over a walkie-talkie to...
No stress.
Sorry, Big Eagle.
Big Eagle. This is Papa Chief. I will add a walkie-talkie to Seamus's character sheet. Alright. So, you will have to be cautious with the walkie-talkies. They can be loud. I appreciate what Liam is saying, but even then, that can be tricky.
Yeah, it's mainly the initial crackle that comes through.
So, as the smoke, you realise the first thing you notice is that there is a sort of smoke, a steam to this area, David. And as you look down, you can see that the lake is gently steaming. The air is cold around you. We're only in early February. And the lake is surprisingly warm. And as you sort of keep going, I'm going to need a mobility check from you to sneak your way down.
That's 1 successful. No, 2 successful failure.
Okay. You're able to skid your way down the side of the cliff face as you come down into where the lake is. There we go. Well, that's too big. However, in doing so, you send rocks skidding across the ground, and you hear from around you a low... And I'm going to up... With that failure, I'm going to up the threat level to there are walkers nearby.
Yeah, that's fine.
So... Just configuring the lighting on this one. There you go. Again, the others aren't actually with you. I'm just...
Yeah, it's just easier.
So, you come down on one side of the lake. As you sort of crouch down in the bushes, you can see the water softly steaming in front of you. The road essentially falls away into reeds and grass, with the lake sort of lying beyond it, like in the centre of this ditch. The water is unnervingly clear, to the point where you can see pale sand near the shoreline. You weren't expecting that. The shadows of weeds are rooted below, and the drift of silt is visible even from this distance. It's early morning, and so with the rising dawn, you can see that there is light coming through and almost like illuminates the centre of the lake. Were this not the apocalypse, it would almost be a beautiful, sort of peaceful look to it. But you know not to get your hopes up too much, I think. Just going to add a little light source for the fact that it is daytime now. Unlike, oh my god, strong light source. Unlike other places you've been, the sounds of birdsong is quite prevalent here. See if I can get some water music going. No, that's not what I wanted, but it'll do. Fucking noisy as shit. Daytime forest, that's what we want. I hope that sounds okay.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
You can hear noises, you can hear animals nearby. That'll do. Cool. So, that's what you can see from a distance, David. There is the lake is as you see it, with silt running in. It is somewhat overgrown. You can see that despite the clarity of the water, there is moddy sort of branches and bracken that has started to invade the water's edge. And if you could roll me just one more scout check, I'll give you a little bit more. Do you wish to
push that?
Okay.
Still nothing.
Still nothing. You think you can hear a sort of mechanical thumping, and as you look out across the lake, you can see that there is a intake pipe situated within it, sitting on its concrete pad near the bank. Sort of with metal housing that even from this distance you can see is kind of like warming in the sun, and then maybe about 2 or 3 meters down it disappears into the water. Can't give you any more than that though. What do you want to do?
So is it just the one pipe or is there both pipes?
This is the one that is like the intake pipe for the farm. This one's just like a sewage or like a feed pipe. You don't need to stress about that.
Okay, right, cool. Okay. I'm gonna go down to try and sneak my way down to the water's edge.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, try and then go from there.
Make a mobility check for me. This is an... Ooh, nice. This is an eerie oasis. You were expecting to show up and to have bodies in the water and you'd have to fight your way through and somehow save the day. But there is so little here. It's almost worse than the zombies being here. The lack of anything being here. But on that mobility check, Sebastian, you're able to sneak across to the water's edge, and there is a sheer drop of about 3 meters down into the water. And as you sort of peer over, you look down, and in the water you can see minnows, little silver fish darting around. There's weeds that are lazily sort of swaying at the bottom of the bottom of the lake. And as you sort of look across at that intake pipe, you can see that the metal cage, these pipes are never like just open to the world, right? They have like a grating. You can see that the grating is clogged, like with bushes and bracken and bits of tree, essentially.
Can I make a stealth check to wade through the water to it?
Yeah, you can.
And then begin making, I would assume it would probably be like a force check to slowly remove it.
Yeah, the only thing I would say is you're not a stupid character. This isn't like I'm not going to make you roll for this. You are about to climb down a 3-meter drop. It will be risky going back up. It's not going to necessarily be easy climbing out.
Before I do that,
Pat and Liam are okay with this.
I'm gonna signal to guys over via the walkie-talkie because I know they won't have gone too far.
Are any NPCs on the walkie-talkies as well?
I don't know.
Without trying to retcon it, I don't think.
No, that's fine. I'm only asking in case you guys want to call for reinforcements. You can't. Good to know.
I don't think anybody else had them anyway.
Yeah. Might be worth getting a radio or something for the farmhouse then, so at least you always have Mama Kelloid on watch.
Yeah, I think the only one who might have potentially had one would have been the father, Mulaney.
Father
Mulaney.
Yeah.
That's about the only person.
I'll check his character. I'll check his character sheet.
Could have potentially had one.
Yeah, the crackhead in priestly garb.
Yeah.
No, he has an assault rifle and a shovel.
Yeah, it's more so just because he was former military. I thought he might have sniped one, but yeah, that's about all. The only person. No stress.
You are. As you sort of sit back on the edge of the lake, Sebastian, it is a surprisingly calm day, and I do love the fact. So, last week I said this is like the first episode of a new season of the show, right? Because we had like our practical beginning, middle, and end. I can kind of picture this scene as the opening of like episode 2. Sebastian by the edge of the lake. I don't know. It makes a nice image in my brain. There is this moment of just isolation. You can hear the forest around you. You can hear a little bit of bird song. Maybe in the distance you do hear a braying buck, a deer. But it is eerily isolating. You have no wish to be alone in this apocalypse. So, you contact the radio. There's a as you activate it. What do you want to do?
This is Doctor to Big Eagle. Come in, over.
Yeah, I'm Big Eagle. In the most butchest, manliest voice possible for a 12-year-old. This is Big Eagle calling Doctor. How can I help?
So, I'm at the lake currently. Just gonna need you guys to loop back just for a short period. I found potentially the issue with the pipe, but I'll need assistance getting out if I do go down there. And also to watch my back, because this could make some noise.
No worries. We will circle back. Just gotta keep an eye out for a few minutes. We might be on something here.
Not a problem.
Okay.
I'll hang 10.
So you'll hang 10.
Yep.
It's fitting you say we're onto something here, Liam. Because through the combined scout checks and the successes you've had, and in no small degree, due to the fact you have a German Shepherd with you, you have been able to catch a number of small conies. Break the necks of the rabbits, Seamus shows you how, and you have been able to essentially make catch a little bit of food. It'll only be rations for one or two, for one day. It will make one meal, but rations are rations. We can't be complaining in these things.
In diddles.
Why does that? Oh, I know why. 1 second. However, as the two of you are able to catch these rabbits, you do bring yourselves to chase down a deer. And you try to stalk it, you try to get a hold of it, but eventually it does evade you. That's when you're able to break through the tree line slightly, and up on a raised hill, slightly... Leftover military have radios too. Novo, stop calling my plot points. Please. Unga bunga unga boo. Fuck inspiration.
If memory serves me right, these were the school radios anyway, so...
Yeah.
Channel.
They'd have to line the frequency.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they would. Not that there's many survivors. I have rolled for survivors. There are some, just not many. But you are able to break through the tree line, where you do find out in the trees what appears to be a wooden hunting lodge. It's obviously blocked off on the map, but those are walls.
Seamus would definitely be given like a hand signal for Christy to stay behind him.
Okay.
Take it handy.
Can I just get vision of the map?
Oh yeah, of course.
What
Yeah.
they're looking at.
And he'll. Is there any windows from where?
Not from what you can see. It is a very simple wooden structure, raised up slightly on a lift, with 3 doors leading into it.
He will take a quick look under the lift to see if there's anything hidden underneath it.
Roll me a scout check. I love it. Is anyone else feeling just how tense this is? I really hope that's something everyone else is getting. Because we all know how this can go horribly fucking wrong so quickly.
3
What
success
do you mean?
on that scout.
Any cock-ups?
Nope.
Okay. Underneath, you don't see anything, but it is where it needed to be, lifted up enough that one could crawl underneath. It's like a crawl space underneath the wooden floorboards.
Christian would whisper to Seamus, "Do you want me to take a look?"
Well, that's be ready to get under there if you need to. Seamus will start slowly approaching the door. He does have his crossbow kind of locked up at his shoulder. Like ready to fire a bolt if needed.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's a door here, because I can't.
No door there, no. The doors are, if I move you around, there's a door down here, there's a door on this side, and a door up here.
This is the door that I would have seen
Yep.
first in the direction, so this is the one I'd be making my way to.
Okay. You move up to the other side of this cabin, and let's not remember the last time you guys went to a hunting cabin in the middle of the forest. I think it was 3 days ago? Or was it 3 weeks? Was it 3 years ago?
I think it was 3 weeks.
3 months ago?
Just before we say so, Christian will love and respect Seamus, not listen to a damn word, and go onto the crawl space. Try
Okay.
and get in.
Okay, make me a mobility check. Can't the dog just goes in with you? Man buries in it. No, I can't say that. Nice. You guys are nailing these rolls.
Seamus will put his ear up to the door to try and listen for sounds through it.
Okay, scout check, please.
That is a success.
Inside the hunting lodge, you cannot hear anything. It is just eerily quiet. Liam, you're able to get down on your knees and sort of tuck underneath the crawl space and shuffle through. And you can see that there is, underneath this lodge, there essentially is a trap door that one could drop down here into.
Is there anything that I can see between the floorboards? Like movement, anything bodily shaped, etc., etc.?
Make a scout check.
I say body shape, anything body orientated. Hey, 3 successes, no failures.
Okay. I don't need extremely suspenseful music. To be honest. Okay. You cannot underneath the lodge. You cannot see any bodies. However, there is what appears to be a long sort of bundle that's wrapped up, like a long, about meter and a bit long bundle.
At this point, Seamus is going to open the door slowly, and he's going to pull the door towards himself. He has the crossbow ready, at his hip to fire if something does come out.
You go to open the door, and with a clunk, you realise it is padlocked. It is closed.
Is there any sounds responding to my jiggling of the door?
Make a scout check for me.
Would I be able to do the same considering I'm in the same space?
Yes, you may.
2 successes, no failures.
2 successes, no failures. You guys are doing well.
No successes at all, and I am not dumb enough to push it.
Do it, pussy.
Not yet, we might need those pushes later. Do I hear anything with the 2 successes?
No. You hear nothing inside.
Christian's gonna. Sorry.
I'm going. Oh, sorry.
No,
hearing
sorry.
nothing inside, Seamus is going to police kick the door down.
Okay.
Like,
Doesn't try any of the
crack.
others.
You said it's a wooden crack.
Alright, make a force check.
And just to make it all super suspenseful, Christian's going to poke the bundle with a knife. Softly, just to make sure if it's a body or not.
It's far too thin to be a body. It just sort of rolls and opens slightly, and you see a glint of something metal.
1 success on the force check.
Okay. 1 success, and the door sort of splits open slightly. Not enough to actually get in, but enough to afford you a bit of vision of the room.
Can I then take out my crowbar?
Okay.
I do have on me.
Yeah?
And use it to, with that now thing to open the door fully.
Yeah, absolutely. 1 more, I'll give you +3 for the crowbar, unless it already comes with a modifier.
It's only got a +1 for combat. So
Okay, I'll give you +3 to pry the door open with it.
Thank you. So I'll just do a force check.
Yeah, please.
Ooh!
Whilst Pat does that, I will take off the tarp.
You roll back the tarp, Liam, and rolling out in front of you, in a moment of sheer panic, followed by joy, as a beautiful, not engraved, but clearly somebody takes fine work of it, a long hunting rifle.
Fuck yeah!
1 mess up.
Toes.
So, what we're doing, team?
I have a mess up on the force check. I don't know.
So, messing up on the force check. I will simply say that the threat level having been raised to 1 now applies to this scene as well. In the tree line, while they haven't noticed you, there is now a clear walker presence in the area.
Christian is going to grab the hunting rifle and gently raise the trap door and take a peek.
As you go to raise the trapdoor, it goes a little bit of a way, but you feel something thump above you. Something is on the trapdoor, stopping it from lifting.
Something that I can use my strength to...
Yes, but I'm going to give you a -2, because it's heavy and you are a child.
Rude.
Seamus will try once more with the crowbar.
Yeah.
Force check. Do I still keep the bonus?
Yes, definitely.
He asked push.
I will push. I will push. Oh my god!
Jesus. Okay, I'm going to have to... As you...
I'm like,
And the door begins to break open, but you hear from behind you, Patter, as a walker that you hadn't heard stumbles out of the tree line and goes for you. Roll to jump away from it, make a mobility roll. If you fail, you take 1 point of damage.
mobility then. This is my worst. Can I try and shunt that damage onto my body armor?
Yeah, absolutely.
I succeeded with a failure.
I will push with the armor. There, yeah, succeeded. No damage.
Okay.
Oh,
That's damage. Take 1 point.
what happened to I saw a 6.
Pat, you turn and you twisted. The walker stumbles into the wood, but you go to punch it and its head lolls to the side and you crack your knuckles on the wooden side of the hunting lodge and you as you crack a knuckle.
I'm sorry, I saw a 6.
Sorry, you didn't get it.
Reality is often disappointing.
No, it stopped on a 6. I don't blame you.
You hear from inside the hunting cabin, some of you may die.
The dude inside's just having a nap. Like...
Ah, so there is a dude inside.
No, I'm making a joke.
Wait, what?
In which case, Seamus will start making his way to where he left the child. And realise the child is gone.
I'm afraid as you go back, you realise that little shit. Liam, your strength check.
Success and a failure.
Success and a failure. And you lift, and you're able to like get a hand underneath, and with a clump, and you let out a cry of pain as you trap your fingers in the trap door. You would hear that cry of pain, Pat.
Yeah, Seamus is just like whips his head under, you little shit, and he'll make his way around the building looking for some other way of getting to if he can't fit in that space.
Christian's gonna try again because he's bitter at this point.
Seamus will also go for the front door.
Okie dokie. Make a. Are you gonna try and force it again?
I'm
Yeah.
going to first of all see. Oh, right, I'll leave you.
Oh, no, by all means, Pat.
I'm going to see if this one opens without me needing to do anything. Like just
I'm
take
afraid
damage.
it does not. It is also locked, and you can see a heavy padlock on the door.
In which case, he will use the crowbar to try and force it.
Okay, make a force check, +3.
A success!
A success! You... And the front door pings back, the padlock snaps off. And you are met by a truly terrible sight. A warm and welcoming cabin. You can see that there is a table that appears to have some plates and cutlery set on it. There's a dog bowl which still has water in it in the corner. There's a bed that is unmade. You're welcome to sort of investigate around. The main thing you would notice, though, as you enter the room, Pat, is the pair of fingers sticking up underneath a wooden, like a wooden and metal-like chest that is on top of a trapdoor.
Yeah, Seamus will immediately, like, just grab the chest and push it out of the way.
Oh, hi. I wondered when you'd get here.
He will grab Christy by the back of his jumper and, like, pull him up out of the hole, like, you know, like you're holding a puppy? It's like
Like a mum,
what
like
did I
a
tell you?
mama dog. It's like a mama dog holding a puppy.
Just holding him by the scruff of his jacket. What did I say? Don't go under the building.
In my defense, you couldn't open a fucking door. I heard you out there.
Alright. So, you're in.
So it's just like that,
Did you
like,
drag me in the building, Bob? Apologies.
Yep. I'm
There's
just
that
making
long-
sure I have everything I need for if this, for this, where this is. This is, by the way, this is the... This is one of the things that you guys have randomly generated.
Seamus will take a look around,
Okay.
trying to see if there's any identifying, like, documents, like letters,
Ah.
names, anything like
Christian's
that.
just going to go in the chest.
Okay, you've asked for something incredibly specific and are being rewarded because that you both have gone to the exact place you're meant to. Both of you make me scout checks, though, for the sake of, you know, knowing things.
4 successes, 1 failure.
Okay.
3 successes, no failures.
3 successes, no failures. Okay, as you are searching around, one thing becomes incredibly clear. This place is still lived in. You check the food, the table with the plates. It is still very much, what's it called? It is still very much warm. Like the food here is actively still there. I wish I could do quantity on rations. You can see that the food is still warm. The bed is unmade and is still... so many messages. The bed is unmade and is still sort of being used. The padlock's on the door because whoever lives here has simply gone out for the day, you know? They appear to have been not around. So, as you are sort of searching around, you wanted identifying documents, didn't you, Pat?
Yes.
You would find, let me upload it as a journal entry. I was trying to upload it as a map, but it's not working. Actually, how many successes did you get? Quite a few. You find 2 things. The first thing you find is an actual map. This one that I've just put on screen. This is a hand-drawn, sketched sort of map that whoever lives here appears to have made himself, with Kelloyd Farm marked on the map with a little indication that says "Survivors?" ? And he's marked on the map where various stuff is. And you can see where he has searched places and crossed them off and stuff like that. If you guys want to investigate that for a second while I quickly upload the thing you find on his desk, because I need to do it as an image instead of a map. Thoughts?
Just looking at the map, I think we're at the old Hayward hunting lodge.
That would be the one.
Yeah. Definitely Seamus is wondering about the X marking the spot with Kelloyd Farm.
I need the equivalent of an insight check for that.
Would that be just a straight up wits check?
Yeah, go on.
One success.
It doesn't appear to be directly ominous. It certainly isn't like a X for murder. It is more of a... It marks where he thinks people are. So you can see the X, and scrawled next to it there is a little mark that just says survivors. And then there's like a little, not a sad face, but like he's drawn like a little wiggly face next to it. Like, bear. If that makes sense, the emoji.
What does Christian find in the chest?
You would find his food. Roll me a d20. You would find 11 rations of food.
Christian is a child, and adult manners at times escape him. Into the rucksack it fucking goes.
Okay.
Seamus doesn't hear any of this because he's reading stuff. He's here, so you can't actually.
Seamus hasn't noticed the massive hunting rifle currently on Christian's back, so you know, adult.
He's missing an eye.
He's missing an eye. Great.
You stood. You were like exactly positioned so that when I was holding you, the gun. You were,
somehow you were able to hide it.
It's like a cartoon. With your hands out, it's like you know he can't see things at the side.
He just stands slightly to his left.
Vision's based on movement.
It's the depth perception. That's what's fucked him.
Yeah, I think it's a toy.
I would like if you could make a blind DM roll for me, Liam. I'd like to just get an understanding of something here. Timings.
Yeah. What do you
Just
want?
give me a d20.
2.
Okay. As you are searching, Seamus, you find a desk which has a number of scribbled notes and that map that I just showed you. But also on the desk, you would see this. If I could get it to share to players. There you go. Inscribed on it is a little message that says Hinata and Nero, best buds.
I will take note of the names. Hinata and Hero. Didn't know lad, but hey, looks like he's got a hunting rifle. I will give a quick look around the room I'm in, and not like having seen it on Christie's person, assume he took the rifle with him to hunt.
As you look around, actually you can't. You can just see. Can you make a scout check for me? The frickin' angle. Liam can't see, but you've got the angle, which is annoying.
Oh, 2 successes and a failure.
The failure is he spots you as you spot him. As you would look out and through the door, you see 2 figures emerge out of the tree line. An late-aged, very handsome Japanese man carrying a scoped rifle over his shoulder, and by his side a large Irish wolfhound.
Seamus will...
And he sort of locks eyes with you, and there's this moment of tension as you see his hand tightens on the rifle. The wolfhound gives a proper woof and barks, but then he places his hand on the wolfhound and he goes, "Oh, hello there! I see you found your way into my cabin. If you don't mind."
Sergeant Seamus O'Callaghan.
Hi.
Sorry, we thought it was abandoned.
No, I live there. And he sort of gets a little closer, and you can tell that it's a weird thing. You know how terrible our Irish accents are? Well, not yours, Pat, but mine.
Yeah.
This is, God help me what I'm about to say and attempt to do for the rest of this campaign, if this guy survives. This is clearly a native Japanese speaker attempting to do an Irish accent.
Oh no.
Oh, fun time of us being on YouTube Live.
It's... I don't even know how I'm gonna try and do this. I know this guy's backstory. You guys rolled this guy into existence, just so you know. And then I randomized the rest. Oh my god, what the... Fucking... all my stream stuff just went down. Oh, oi! Come back here, you bastards! But he waves his hand and he goes... how do they say it? Top of the morning to ya!
Seamus will definitely just take a big deep breath in.
That's worth the admission price for Tattletales by itself.
Not nearly enough for the lawsuits you're about to get.
Pinata, yes?
Aye, that would... Aye. What brings you to my house?
Well, as I said, we thought it was abandoned. We were hunting a bit of game for our community.
He sort of slowly approaches with his dog behind him and he goes, "Could you do me a favour and put the kettle on?"
Christy, draw on the kettle.
It's in the kitchen.
Christy is going to lean on the other side of Seamus and take a good look at him and see how genuine is this man being right now. Is he being deliberately friendly, or is he being friendly so he can whop out a rifle in our faces?
He is carrying a rifle over his shoulder. There's no hiding it. He clearly has more than one. 2 to be exact.
One now, bitch.
Yeah, roll me a... I'm going to say it's a survival for insights, I think, because it's your gut. It's reading people's faces.
Oh, I can't see that. Fuck me.
That's okay. It was no successes. I'll reveal it to you. Do you wish to push?
Yeah.
Faith and Begorra and top of the morning to you. Just do your normal Irish accent, Bob. You'll be fine.
What a compliment and what an insult rolled into one statement.
His smile doesn't reach his eyes, in the sense of he's not being aggressive or unpleasant, but he clearly he isn't happy to see you, but he's not like aggressive or nasty, if that makes sense. I think you get the feeling, because you did get a success there, this guy lives in a cabin in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. It's clearly an elderly gentleman not native to this land. You get the feeling he might not like people. Not in like a kill them sort of sense. But this man's an introvert.
Christian will back away towards the kitchen and just shout out, "I am sorry, we didn't know that this place was lived in."
"Oh, that's alright. I don't blame you, I'd do the same." And he sort of gets up to the porch and offers his hand to Seamus.
Seamus will take it and back in.
So
back
you were
into
a Garda?
Indeed.
Oh, it's
Sergeant
a-
O'Callaghan. Sorry, I shouldn't stand in your doorway.
That's alright, it's alright. You did clean your boots before you came in. Dog runs through, and immediately, I will say, there's a tense moment between the two dogs. I'm telling you right now, Liam, Nero would have the edge in that fight. He's bigger. He's also got slightly different stats to Cunt.
Christian is dog boy and will stick his hand out in front to introduce himself to Nero.
Nero, there's a moment's pause, and then Nero nuzzles your hand, licking up and down your arm. He's an Irish Wolfhound. He's a little smaller than like a horse. He's huge. I've had the pleasure of meeting many an Irish Wolfhound in my life, 2 on a film set, and 1 belonging to my dad's friend Max. You can ride those fuckers into battle. They're huge.
Right. So, apologies, Seamus and Hinata. Christian is not making you guys a fucking cup of tea. He is now playing with an Irish Wolfhound.
Yeah, and there's this moment as Cunt sort of goes, like, slightly nervous, and then Nero, and the two start running around you, clearly playing. And you see this chap looks past and goes, oh, well, you can't be too bad if Nero likes you. He's my sensibilities, he is. Or here's my sensibilities, he is. Right. And he... Sorry, Pat. And he closes the door. I knew I shouldn't have...
Irish, but
I knew I shouldn't have got second-hand padlocks. You're from the Garda then? You're from Phoenix Park?
No, I was local enough.
Oh, right.
Mainly over in Wickerton. Bit of the countryside work, mainly dealing with, cattle.
I know Wickerton. I needed somewhere I could order food from. Uber Eats didn't really like to come out this far, but they did. So you're, what, one of the 1500, are you? Old Ag Conerial Doyoin Slan, eh? I probably butchered that, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
that's
But he's-
so many discounts, mate.
He's giving you this weird smile. Make another survival check for an insight. He's former Yakuza on the run from the triads. That is not his backstory. It's not dissimilar, but that is not his backstory.
One fail, one success.
Okay, the fails I'm not too worried about. The success... This guy's giving you a very genuine smile, and it's sort of like a testing smile as he says the motto of keeping people safe of the Garda. And you realise with, I think, absolute dread, Pat, what this man is. He is an Erinophile. Someone who loves Ireland but isn't from Ireland.
Oh, brilliant.
His ancestors 3% Irish on his mother's father.
This is it. So he's like one of those American. We've got hate crimes back. Thank you, Jacob. So he's like one of those people, like Americans, who's like, oh, I'm Scottish at heart. This guy loves Ireland. And, or like, it's the reverse of, there's a lot of English people who are like, oh, I would just love to go live in Japan. It's so much better than being over here. And he takes his rifle off his shoulder and places it on its rack on the wall, and goes, right, well, I haven't got much. There's some rations in the chest if you'd want something to eat. I've got some meat and stuff like that. And he sort of goes through his pockets. I've mostly only got dog food at the moment.
No worries. I said we were hunting game and we came across our hunting shack. It was
Oh,
quite well
you-
built.
You don't want the game round here, it's gone nasty. I've been trying to hunt down some local bucks, but they're all, well, I assume because you're here that everything's been fixed and sorted, but if you hadn't noticed, there's been some real nasty virus going around, like a parasite or something, making the animals go all weird. My friend, the local hedgehog, told me.
Yeah. Well, I'm afraid that virus is still going around.
Well, that sucks. Then he sort of shrugs and pours himself a cup of tea. How about Wickerton? Is everyone dead?
Practically.
Well, that sucks. And he sort of shrugs and drinks his tea.
Davis will enjoy a cup of tea next to him on the couch.
Yeah, he sits down on the couch, makes himself quite at home. I mean, this is his home. But he goes and lights up a few lights. No, if you're hunting game, you're going to have to go a bit further afield. I'm afraid your best bet is to go on supply runs. There's... where's my map? And he sort of goes over to the desk. Did you guys take the map?
Davis will pull out the map that he's talking about.
There it is. Thanks for holding on to that for me. And he takes it from you and he goes, so I managed to scout out a few places. There's a couple of orchards around that are pretty decent. But fishing in the lake is pretty good. The fish there aren't too bad. Pipes are fucking cacked. Outside of that, there's a quarry, which has got some nasty stuff going on it. I wouldn't go near the quarry. There's some various bits and bobs around, but, you know, it's mostly a case of what you come across.
Oh, good to know. We had hunted a buck the other day, but
Aye.
things must be a rabbit.
It was nuts.
You're not meant to feed them nuts, my boy. Also, how rude of me. I got your name, Seamus, but what's your name, son?
I really don't want to phrase it like this. Yeah, thank you. I was inside the dog.
You were under the dog. Nero had jumped on you and was giving you face licks.
Thank you. I'm Christian. Christian. Just Christian.
Right. Why are you? Do you really think he's Yakuza?
Hey, look. I've not played this spin-off. I've not played Yakuza like an Irish wolfhound. Okay.
He smiles at you and goes, well, Christian, it's lovely to meet you. I apologise in advance if I say the word fuck.
Oh, that's
Well, you
fine.
can hear the name of his dog.
Oh, of course, you should meet my other friend. Oi. And he whistles and the wolfhound bounds over and he pets it. This is my best friend. Well, it's also my only friend. This is Nero, named after the Roman Emperor, because he's batshit me crazy.
Don't do it, Pat. Don't.
Oh yeah, Christy, introduce your lad there. Go on.
Christian will call the dog over.
Oh, that is a fine hound you've got there.
Fuck. Cunt.
And he sort of looks a little confused. I'm not familiar with the term.
That's his name.
Ah! Well, it's not a name I'm familiar with. And he goes over and pets him and goes, who's a good cunt? Hello, cunt. And he turns and looks at Christian and goes, I can see you look after your cunt, lad.
Christian looks at Seamus and basically just draws his eye to the knife that is under his belt and just narrows his eyes, knowing what he's done.
Hinata smiles. I am not...
It's a common name.
Now, I'm not familiar with your cunt, but he can tell he's a fierce, hairy boy, so that's a good thing. Anyone who knows how to look after a dog is right by me. Dogs are better than people, in general.
Christian was brought up right. He was baptized because he's Irish and everything else. He would hold out his rucksack and just go, I am sorry. Like I say, we did think that this place was abandoned, but...
He glances in the rucksack and sees the rations and goes, well, it's a tad rude. Still, you must be hungry. And he zips it and pushes it back to you. Eat what you need, lad.
Christian would be shocked and look at him for any motive of deception.
Make a survival check.
That's happening, Seamus will turn. Thank you, Hinata. You don't know what this means. I'm
to assume that everything's gone to Oh, what's the word? Sorry, second. I was never good at. I learned English for business transactions, but no one speaks Gaelic. Shit.
It's gone to shit.
That sucks. I've been up here since everything happened. I've encountered a few of those dead uns. But I mostly have always lived off my own back, so it's no loss to me.
Sorry, Pat. Just in response to the ration thing.
I'll also say sorry. We will return to David in a moment. We'll have everyone group up.
Christian would accept the pack back, but take half of those rations out and go, my mum and dad raised me right, and that it's wrong to take everything.
He smiles and takes back the other half of the rations, and he goes, I can see that they did. You're a good lad. Are you from a community of people then, survivors? As the world goes to hell.
We're setting up shop in Kelloyd Farm.
Oh, old Kelloyd, I seen people up there, aye. Yeah. Yeah. And he sort of looks around the cabin a bit forlornly. I must admit, I hang around on the edge of the farmland a bit, for a while, wondering whether I should introduce myself. But I hadn't worked up the courage. From what I hear and from what I see, the old lady Kelloyd is a fierce woman.
Aye. And Seamus will get up and walk back behind Christy and put a hand on his shoulder. Renata, we can't ask you or force you to join us. Look, we're tight as it is, but you'd be more than welcome. If you ever want
have a friend now.
Aye! You'll find no finer beast than Nero. He and I have been through thick and thin together. If that's a genuine offer, I would take you up on it. I'm not one for people, but community I can do.
Well, I won't lie, there's issues.
Aye.
We're currently trying to port the waters or something off with the lake, I think.
Ah, well, the lake's not far from here, and I could give you a hand if you want. Nero's a fine tracker, and 5 is better than none.
Seamus will kind of, like, his lone eye will get tightened a little bit.
Christian will snort at this.
Do both of you? Actually, I think it'd be fun. I would like, Sorry, Pat, go on.
I am popping Christian on the back of the head, you know, like the Gibbs slap.
I will say, and I will have David make this roll as well for the sake of him.
Okay.
I will have the 2 kids roll me a wits check to see if maybe you get a hint as to anything to do with this man.
One walker, 1 success on mine. I think like when it probably mentioned that he'll help them with the lake, it'd probably be the time when my walkie-talkie would.
Yeah, that'd be when again we're in a situation here would come back. Yeah, so I'll say that if you want to now enter the you guys know his name as well. It is Hinata Shimizu. On the success, Christian, you might recognize this dude. You think you might have seen him in like a YouTube video or something a long time ago. Like you're scrolling shorts, much younger, but that photo you guys saw of him when he was younger, that's more like maybe you can picture him. This photo, like that is more familiar to you. Obviously the token is very different because he's about 20 years older from when that photo was taken. And if you say the name to David, I'll say again, David, you think maybe you recognize the name.
But yeah, so it's like Big Eagle, this is Doctor. Do you come in?
Christian will look at the radio. I'm so sorry, that's my friend at the lake.
Ah, you've already sent someone ahead. Good. Hello. I think.
This is Big Eagle.
Love it. Love the code names. I will be Rising Sun. He gives you a smile of, I have 0 social skills.
Do you guys have an ETA that's movement's starting to pick up here around here by the sounds of it, the warmer it gets.
Yeah, we will be making our way to you shortly. The Big Eagle has made friends with the Rising Sun.
Oh, no, hang on. Rising Sun. What about Nero? We could be Emperor. Aye, for Nero? I don't know. The whole codename thing is just cool.
What do you mean,
Hello?
You know what, just... Hello?
Hello, this is Hanita Shimizu. Nice to hear you, stranger. I have made friends with your friends. That makes us friends now.
Christian will lightly lightly tread on Hinata's foot.
Your friend is assailing my toes.
I take it this is Rising Sun?
Emperor, yes.
Oh, Emperor now.
Yes,
okay.
sorry. Bit indecisive on that one.
Okay, well, can you, Big Eagle, and the one-eyed bandit come here?
Christian is
I
going to be
told you,
belching out
you can
laughter.
call me Sarge, or I start calling you by your proper name.
No worries, Doctor. Emperor, Big Eagle, and One-Eyed Sarge will be on their way to you now.
I am clipping Christian over the back of the head again.
The gib slap never gets old.
What about, why don't we call him Irish Fury? Like Nick Fury, but Irish. Oh, Popeye!
Jameson just walks out the door, like, rubbing his temples.
Not deliberately trying to make Cunt jealous at all, but Christian will scratch Nero's ears. Would you like to come with us?
Absolutely. I have been getting a little lonely up here. I never thought I'd miss people until suddenly you do. Funny old world.
Hunt's codename is just Harry.
I think his codename kind of just works for itself, right? Hinata will follow out, and Nero would trot to catch up with him. Cunt would follow Nero, and the two dogs sort of do roam together around the party. Let's add you guys into the lakeside map.
I'm so sorry, Pat. The one-eyed jokes need to expire. I'm so sorry.
I know.
I'm fully embracing those.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I know
it's
they
also
are.
what the characters would do. They're kids. They're gonna take jobs at somebody that they're friends with.
Yeah, 100%. So you guys managed to make it down to the lakeside as well, without any issues, where you would find Sebastian having not yet climbed down. Hinata is eerily quiet as he moves. This is clearly a man very used to and adept at just living in the wild. So yeah, you hear him just disappear into the bush, and then he sort of steps back out. And I think even Sebastian, you don't even notice him walk up next to you until he sort of leans over the lake and looks down, and he goes, "Do not be alarmed, Doctor. Emperor is here."
I'm gonna make
say, this is the most fun I've had in ages.
I'm going to do what I believe to be the most appropriate roll. I would believe that on that...
Yeah, you have no idea he shows up.
Yeah, on that I have no idea, and I'm almost stumbling in from shock.
He reaches out and grabs you and stops you falling in, and he goes, sorry.
Fucking hell.
Sorry.
Fifth surge.
Just waiting on you, fuckers. Jesus Christ.
Language.
English.
Aye.
Seamus skip claps.
No, it's just another Seamus slap.
Roll for a close combat check. Your depth perception might be off.
Okay, no. I'll explain the situation to the gang from what I've observed. Okay, so as it stands, I don't think we've got an issue with the water going in. It seems to be like a natural hot spring, kind of. But if you have a look over at the intake pipe, it's all clogged up. Now I can get down there and unclog it, but even if I do, I'd need help getting back up if everything went well, let alone if it made more noise and brought some walkers, because I have heard them in the bushes nearby.
Walkers. Stumblers, that's what we call them.
Stumblers dead. Idiot.
Legally distinct stumblers.
Stumblers, aye.
Target practice.
It's a better name.
Not bad, but how are you getting back up? Like, we've no rope. At least I don't.
But I can...
Like, there's not much we can do if you're 3 meters down a cliff.
You could tie our coats together.
Well, hang on. We've got the... Is it a 3 meter drop from there? What about the outlet pipe? There seems to be a slightly recessed drop down.
Yeah,
How
you
far would that
could.
be down?
That'd be 2. I'd say 2 meters.
Okay.
Anywhere
Well,
you go, you're going to need a hand out.
I'm not thinking of just dropping down right here. I'm thinking of dropping down there where it's slightly easier to get up. Because between the recessed bit of land there, I can safely drop down and not just end up fucking potentially losing my footing into water and creating one hell of a big splash.
Alright, don't do that.
No, it's a good idea, lad. But, and I can't believe these words are coming out my mouth. You're the closest thing to a doctor that we have at the farm.
This child is a doctor.
Well, he fixed up my eye, and I open up like I pull back like the wound so you can see like how much damage was done to my face.
Oh, good lord, you are hideous.
Aye. Well,
Well, if you are a doctor, I will need you to take a look at various abscesses on my feet.
Okay, Okay, somebody's gonna fucking go down there. And even if it's me or somebody else, we need at least either Mr. Emperor or you, Sarge. One arm, one eye, whatever I call it. One Sarge, 2 Sarge, 3 Sarge, 4, to stay up here.
We cannot let this child go on his own. If you wish, I will assist. I am old, but I am nimble, eh?
You fucking sneaky, that's for certain.
I guess I have to stay up and pull your arses out.
I can
Anything
climb.
goes wrong,
I'm quite used to climbing, trust me. Lots of stairs in my old tower block.
look, anything goes wrong, you get out of there and you'll run like hell. Understood?
Well, yeah, well, thankfully, water is clear as. All we need to do is just get these branches out of the way. We'll probably put them in the middle, in the center island, so we can then deal with them properly when we've got a couple more of us
In
to secure this.
fairness, Christian is going to look at the water and see if there are any bodies just below the surface.
Make a scout check for me.
I thought we already clarified that there was.
You did, but he wasn't there.
Yeah, that's fair.
While he's doing that, would you like some honeycomb? And he just offers like a bar of chocolate honeycomb to Sebastian.
I'll save that for when we get this done. I don't want it getting wet and melting in my pocket.
Good thinking. That's why you're the doctor. Alright. And he sort of shifts over to the edge of the pipe, balancing awkwardly on the end of the metal. Wouldn't it be really funny if I slipped and his foot goes? And then he catches himself and with a little clang, and he goes, fooled you.
Christian's going to sit down on the edge with his feet balancing off, just sat in between two massive dogs.
Nero sort of sits next to you, and then very slowly, not reluctantly, but like testing, the massive bulk of this Irish wolfhound leans on you and then rests its head on your leg. It's like that scene in Game of Thrones where Daenerys has the dragon's head in her lap. Like it just... Big dog just rests on you. You couldn't stand up now if you tried.
Well, I know...
That.
I just know...
heads in my lap. We're good.
I just know exactly what's going through Christian's head. He has gone full white, middle-aged woman.
Happy.
No, puppy.
Right.
He's just gone puppy and happy.
This is like Christian has grown up around dogs. I mean, I have as well as a player, so this is dream come true land.
Yeah, agreed.
Would this be scout or mobility?
Mobility to climb down. On the success, Christian, you cannot see any bodies in the water.
Thank you.
That is one success and a failure.
One success.
Good.
So Hinata jumps down, and you hear a little psh as his boots hit the water, and he goes, "Oh, it is warm, like weirdly warm. I'm assuming we're going to drink this. I'm not to piss. That's going to be tricky. It's really warm." And he moves and he climbs out and he goes, "Oh, well, how do the kids say? Toasty." And he sort of helps Sebastian down the side.
Yes, this is for drinking. This is to keep us alive. I think it is a natural hot spring based on heat.
That's lucky on our case, because I've been drinking the rainwater, and I got to say I don't think it's good for you.
It's better than nothing, right? We need to get to the pipe over there.
Alright, come on then. And he sort of starts wading through the water. Oh, sorry, fishes, sorry. Don't tell anyone that we're here.
Just before they get too far out, I will call over to Sebastian. Doctor, just remember, if you do unclog that pipe, you're gonna have to get out of there pretty quick.
The pipe is flowing upwards. So what this pipe is it's an irrigation pipe taking water from the lake to the farm. So if you unblock it, stuff's not going to come out the pipe. It's going to start going up into the pipe.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
I've played horror games before. I know what's lurking in them pipes.
It's Leon Kennedy.
I wish.
Seamus will be keeping an eye out to make sure no stumblers in the process.
Make a scout check for Seamus, please.
Three successes, one failure.
Alright, one failure. You can see that through the trees, threat level 2, there are now walkers generally in the area. None have noticed the activities of our players, but they are beginning to sort of move this way, essentially. So any more cock-ups and things could go quite unpleasantly wrong, let's put it that way.
Seamus will take a minute to turn off his radio fully.
Okay.
While trying to signal for Christian to do the same.
Okay. As you guys spread out, you move, Hinata and Sebastian move up to the pipe. Water is warm, flows gently. There is definitely an underground reservoir here. This is a good location, and thankfully no walkers have seemingly fallen in the water. However, it would be wise to erect some sort of fence around it to stop that from happening. As you're sort of walking, I think, because I'm endearing the character to you a little bit, Hinata will chat to Sebastian. He comes across as a total introvert who realised that actually he kind of likes people, but he realised it way too fucking late. And as he talks, he looks to you and goes, right, so we're going to set up a bit of fencing around, make sure that nothing falls in. So, how are you guys finding the apocalypse?
Surprisingly, we're managing, I think.
Well, that's something.
It's a bit hard to tell sometimes, but we're alive, so yeah.
Well, that's all you can hope for, really. I myself, I moved over here, 5-10 years ago now. Wasn't enjoying the life in Tokyo. And, decided that, well, I had the money, so I'd do what I always wanted to do and move to Erin. Only to realise it was full of the Irish people and I couldn't understand a word of what they were saying. And I was always happy on my own anyway, so I moved out into the forests with Nero.
That's fair, that's fair. So I can get sick in with Nero. Seems like a big cuddly boy.
He's a right puppy, he's a right softy, but don't let that trick you. He can be right grumpy when he wants to be.
Sounds about right.
Hey, what about, have you guys done much exploring?
We did a bit round Wickerton, then everything went to hell in a handbasket and we came up here to get out of it all.
Makes sense. I, was contacted a while back. Bunch of people came to my farm, soldiers, telling me that there was some sort of safe zone. Didn't go for it. Figured that, more people attracts more problems.
Well, yeah, that, military place is no more now, so...
Another win for Hinata. And he's going to start clearing the debris if you want to help.
Yes,
I'm going to push. Okay. You guys are able to pull and clear the debris, and you heave, and he goes, alright, breathe, just birth it. And you pull, and you realise it's like all clung together. It's the actual grating to the pipe has broken and bent inwards, and one of these safety nets has gotten clogged and has filled the pipe. Oh, I'll watch that later, Pat. That looks interesting. And as you heave it out, there's a rush of dirty water, which then gets, as you feel the water begin pumping up through you, up into the pipe. But on that one skull, as you pull, almost like on a gurney, you pull a walker out of the pipe and towards you. That'll take one stress. And as it does, it lunges up, but Hinata pins it down and goes, if you don't know, go for the head. And you crack it, and the skull cracks in. And he goes, huh, I guess you didn't know.
Oh, many of them. Far too many.
How do you say it? Shite. And he sort of leans down and looks up the pipe. How... You said many of them. How did you know?
Can I make a scout check?
That's what you see. You lean down, and crawling down the pipe towards you, shimmying their shoulders and clutching their way in, are not variants, but seemingly some regular walkers. Threat level will be 3. They are coming for you.
Like.
It's only a 5 to 10 horde, though.
Yeah, that's fair. Right.
Are you guys going to fight the horde?
Yes.
Let's go into initiative then. To the lovely sounds of birdsong.
Seamus will try to help you with the crossbow because it should be silent.
What's that? Oh, it's initiative there. To be fair, we don't really actually need the initiative. We're not fighting humans.
My brain has just gone initiative, and my brain's just...
Yeah, no, that's my fault. Right. If I could find...
But we do it differently, and it's done differently. In
Yeah, when you're fighting humans, there's initiative. And it's actually weird. The order that you do things is movement. There's actually, like, you choose what you do, and then you reveal it, essentially. And that's when you... and then it does, like, movement first, then shoot, then stuff like that. So it's kind of it's a different system. It's quite cool. Right, let me find fighting a horde. It's not a crazy big horde, but a bunch of walkers do claw their way out of the sewer.
I think it would be 4 successes we need to beat because it's threat level 3, horde skill 1.
Yeah. So you do just... Yeah, you would need 4 successes to win. I was just trying to make it a little more tense, and then I'll describe it.
Yeah, we're now starting to understand what we need and need.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's a simple system, but once you master it. So the walkers climb out of the pipe. There's this... And they get dragged down by the walker. They were able to crawl out the pipe really quick because of the darkness. The cat-eye glint to their eyes. But as they hit the sunlight, it's this, you know... Oh, it is meant to be morning. My apologies. We'll go midday. In the 12 o'clock sun, they immediately hit the sunlight and they go back to their sort of Walking Dead style zombies. Hinata will count towards the rolls you can make. He's not really a self-insert, but he is an NPC that, as I've written the backstory for, I've fallen in love with. So I'm treating him like a DM NPC.
Seamus will use his crossbow.
Okay.
Taking extra care with his aim.
Okie dokie. So Seamus will do that. Does anyone wish to make a leadership check? Or do you want Hinata to do that? Because that would happen first.
Who has the highest leadership?
Hinata has a leadership of 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can make
do that.
He can make the leadership.
Okay.
And it's definitely buying into the Christian's Yaksa theory now.
It's not. It's really
It's
not.
just giving. I led many a warrior into fights.
My brother in Christ is the Markiplier from the Walking Dead universe.
Oh, I can't wait for you guys to find out what he actually was.
It's like if you're telling me that we probably knew him, he was some kind of or we would have recognised him. Is he based on an actual person?
No, he's not based... I mean, he looks like Markiplier, but I think that's more of just ChatGPT loves Markiplier. Don't we all?
Not hard to love Markiplier.
Everyone does. No, you would recognise him because the name, you think you've definitely... I'll tell you what, actually. David and Liam, your characters, as young adults, how much anime do you think you will have watched?
A fair bit.
A good chunk.
You might have seen some, like, really cute slice of life animes, My Neighbor Got Turned Into a Kitten, stuff like that. And his name was definitely in the credits somewhere.
He's a manga writer.
He is the
He's
Studio
not.
Ghibli.
He is neither of those things. But it's a name you would have seen every single time, pretty early on in whatever show you were watching. Right, he'll make the leadership.
Okie dokie.
2 successes. He'll give both dice to Sebastian because you are next to him. So as the walkers stumble out, he steps back, aims his rifle, and he goes, "No, actually, no guns!" And he holsters the rifle and reaches down into the water and picks up a rock, and he goes, "Caveman!" and just throws it into a zombie.
I will make check. How does Skullcracker work? When you fight walkers.
As he does, he says, "Caveman, Mokido shine, Bakakara Shabitu," which translates to "Die again, you dumb deady."
I'm going to make an attack with my spear. So the first one will be the standard one, and then the second one has a -2. Or
Well, there's no need to take the negatives. There's 3 of you making rolls.
Yeah, I'm doing a crossbow attack.
thought.
So as long as
Sorry.
Liam also makes a roll, you're good.
Right, yeah. Sorry, I didn't know if Liam was, because I didn't think he had a ranged weapon outside of the rifle.
do not. The ranged rifle would be too loud.
Yeah.
Hinata didn't spot.
How do you mean?
He didn't make comment that I had a strap.
He hasn't. He has. He doesn't care. he doesn't care. It's not loaded.
Bruh.
It's his spare rifle. Like, it's not loaded. He's got the loaded one.
Like when you give your homie a pack of paracetamol, but it's empty, and you just convince them that it's full.
He didn't convince you at all. You just took it and hid it.
I will fire my crossbow then.
Okie dokie. And then, who's going to make the third check, David or Pat?
I'll do it, considering I'm
Oh,
closer. It would make more sense for me to make
Crap,
two short
okay.
attacks than Pat having to try and reload a crossbow twice.
Okay. Okie dokie. And you make your roll, David? And yes, it's -2 to the second roll.
So. roll
Damn
the
it, had I
first
known
one,
that, we could have had Hinata help out.
And then. -2 to bonus dice. Yep. I will push that second one. Oh, you bitch, I saw 2 successes there.
No.
Rolled off.
That's rough, man. That's really rough. Okay, the Walker Horde's actually gonna win. That's brutal. Let me find Fighting the Walker. Fighting a Swarm. Through successes in the Swarm threat, the threat level increases by 1, the Swarm size increases 1 step, or the Swarm attacks. I can choose if one or more NPC player characters messed up in the round, the DM can choose 2 options instead of 1. I mean, this is The Walking Dead, guys. That's what's going to happen. So, threat level is going to go up to 4. And the walkers will attack. That means that they're closer, so that means these are going to be the same horde, but some of them have come out of the tree line. So you don't need to fight 2 hordes, but they are now just represent some have come out of the tree line. So let me check this. It is threat level is now 4 plus 1 to 5. Which means you guys are in close combat. That is correct, I have done it properly. Which means the only skills you can pick now are forced, close combat and ranged combat. Mobility, stealth are no longer an option. And I may make a single attack or block you off. I'm going to make a single attack. Okay. Everyone roll me a d12. Whoever rolls the lowest is the target of the attack.
Well, I will say I messed up twice, so I'm happy.
I'll do it by the book on this one, but that's a nice idea next time. The most failures. Yes, it's not Hinata. It was close.
It's looking like Seamus.
Oh no, Seamus is good. Oh, it's lowest, yeah. Liam...
Yeah,
What's going on, Seamus?
Alright, Seamus, it's you, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
So, as you sort of you fire the crossbow and it bing, 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 off of the pipe, the arrow bolt smashes and Hinata goes, "Unlucky, try again, behind you!" And a walker lunges for you as you turn. 1 point of damage and stress, or you can choose to avoid it.
I will choose to avoid this using my knife. So
Go
I
for
pull
it.
Out of my way.
It lunges at you, you swing, grappling it, and you slam the knife into the temple and barrel it to the ground, but as you do, another one scurs onto you. It grabs you by the foot and you feel its teeth sinking into the leather of your boot.
Going again.
Yeah, makes sense.
I was kind of waiting for those. Yeah.
Nice! No failures, because this time you twist, your boot breaks its teeth off. The walker looks up at you and tries to snarl with a but it chokes on its own teeth, making it go and you grab it by the jaw and break its neck back on itself, destroying the brain as you barrel it to the ground. Next round of combat. What rolls are we making? Liam can now close combat if he wishes.
Yes.
God, I love this RP system. Sorry.
I'll be using fire axe with assistance from doggos.
I will be
Okay.
using a knife. No assistance, but
So I'll give you +1 per doggo, Liam.
I get +2 from cunt alone.
Oh, of course, they are actually a weapon, aren't they?
Yeah.
Hang on. Is it under your inventory? Where is Cunt? Yes, Cunt the dog. Yes, he gives you +2, so you would get plus... I'm going to say pick a dog. I'll say that you... It's equipment, essentially. I will say that 1 dog each. You can't use both dogs.
I'm just going to use cunt.
Okay, and I'll say that you can have +2, Seamus. If you want to roll 2 extra.
I have my cat. That's meant to give me a +1 in close combat, but he said I couldn't use it with the knife, it's only for punching.
Oh, I see. Yes, I believe that does also apply with cunt. What a weird sentence. So, yes, Liam, fire axe.
Because fire axe, I have skull crusher anyway.
Yeah, go for it. Hinata will leadership again before anyone rolls. Oh, he's gonna push that. Shit. 3 successes. Hinata will give you each 1 extra dice. Wow. Wow. I do need to know what everyone else rolls, but wow.
That was...
He has become the Baneblade.
You don't want to mess with that fucking O'Connor.
So you're Yakuza, right? Meet the O'Connors.
At home with the O'Connors.
It's Tommy fucking Shelby. Okay.
We're all rolling combat, yeah?
And
Sorry.
Sebastian.
Right. There we go.
So that's 10 successes total.
That's it, guys. Christians won Walking Dead. Next campaign.
Okay. Yeah, you win the round. Jesus. So between all of you, I'm gonna stop the fight music. It's Jesus. There's a moment as Sebastian and Hinata sort of stop the zombies getting out of the pipe, and as they're crawling out, you stab knives into the back of their heads, drag them out and put them to the side so they can't contaminate the water. Only to turn and look that up on the banks of the coastline, the two dogs have chicken boned, or wishboned one zombie. Cunt the dog having it by the neck, Nero having it by the ankle, and it just splits in the middle. Seamus is wielding his crowbar and just embeds it through the neck and then breaks the neck of another walker. But nothing compares to Ankle Breaker McGee over here, who, considering the size of the fire axe and the scale of Chrissy himself, you essentially slide on one knee with the slightly wet ground and just spin and sever them at the ankles, and then on the ground they're easy to deal with, and you use the back, the heavy part of the fire axe, to crush skulls. Jesus.
Did I do good, Shane?
We're out of combat.
Seamus is in a bit of a shock. It's like, daft. yeah, you did good, kid. And I give him like head pats.
As you head pat Christian, the two dogs look at you.
Christian will give head pats to both dogs. Obviously.
Alright, take it away, team.
You two okay down there?
Just a fucking about.
I think so. I think I found the problem with your irrigation.
Well, pipe looks clean now, but we've got a couple of bodies to drag out before they infect the water.
And like I say, you're going to want to build some fences to stop any more getting in. These things are pretty stupid in the daylight.
Yeah, that's next on our list, don't worry.
Good fighting, young'un.
Right. You two drag them over here, and I'll try and pull them up.
Right.
Okay. Kanata will give you a hand with the bodies, and he goes, "Oof, not the first time I've lugged heavy stuff around." And he sort of picks one up and takes it over to the side of the lake.
Sorry, I know you're saying that this guy isn't a Yakuza, but everything that comes out of his mouth is so...
You guys are just racist and making assessments and judgments, you know?
You set him up to be like that. Although it could just be the fact that Liam said this guy's a Yakuza, and now it's just like, oh, not the first time I've had to drag heavy things around. It's like, what else were you dragging, huh?
Well, he looks at you and goes, "Oh, don't worry, just young girls." And goes and climbs up.
I'll just take a stop for a second. Prince Andrew? No, it wouldn't have happened at this point.
No. In this timeline, Prince Andrew never made it off the island. Walking Dead on Epstein's Island.
No.
What a one shot. Get me the maps.
Oh my god.
Seamus will gather all the bodies and like make a big pile. Kind of in a patch of dirt, like where it's not too grassy. And it's something that could be set on fire.
Okay.
Right, we can burn that when we come back. I've not got any matches on me.
I'm afraid I don't either. If you've got an arrow, you can make a fire with two bits of wood and you sort of rub them together like.
Well, I think priority we get back to the farm. Even though we sorted the issue, but we might need to set up fences there, definitely.
And you see like a moment of doubt cross his face. How many people did you say were on this farm?
Including all of us?
Yeah.
Oh, 24.
He is physically sick in his mouth.
But I'm not going to ask you to join or force you.
No,
But
I should.
an ally.
Yeah.
Ally is
No, I should. I'm just gonna rot in the cabin, and we can always use the cabin. Territory. I don't know. What's mine's yours and all that. I left Japan to get away from people. And I wasn't too happy about it.
It might seem like a lot of people, but there's plenty of space in the farm. You know, it's kind of a place for.
Christian will do his finest puppy dog eyes and go, please, there's not many dogs around and they've already made friends and that makes you my friend.
You're right. I should do it for Nero. And that's the deciding fact in his mind, is he'll do it for Nero.
I'm not up for. I am not against manipulation.
So, if everybody could make either stealth or scout checks to return back to the farm. This is all I had fucking planned for the session, team, so I thought that combat would be a little longer, but here's Liam with the fucking steel chair.
What just happened?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
I mean, Sebastian's quite stressed at this point. He's just had the shit scared out of him by a fucking zombie trying to crawl out of a pipe at his face. He's allowed.
That combat just got extended.
Yeah, it did. We'll see. Right, back on the farm. Okay, so as you guys are heading back towards the farm, who's unconscious? That's a wrong one. Everyone's been allocated, haven't they? So delete all the player characters there for a second. Add the player characters back in. There you are. There shouldn't be two Chrissies. I don't see a second Chrissy, so all is well. As you guys head back to the farm... Go on.
Can you imagine?
Double the Chrissies. Two big hairy cunts.
Double the O'Connors.
Twice the fun.
Jesus Christ.
Prepare for double. Prepare for trouble and make it double.
So, as you guys are travelling back, with the skulls rolled, I would like another stealth check from you all, please.
Oh, at least I've survived this one.
Scout or stealth, isn't it?
In this case, I would like them to be stealth, because I'll describe what happens next.
Oh. I'm happy with that.
So,
No failures.
did anyone roll 3 or more failures?
No.
Okay.
Ew.
No one breaks their leg. That's good, generally speaking.
Jesus Christ, you think?
As you guys are walking, who's taking the lead?
I think Seamus would be taking the lead.
Okay. You're sort of walking forwards and the dogs are sort of around you. And then there's a moment as Seamus is there, walking in front of you. And then he's just not. and you hear a thump and a "Ah!" as Seamus cries out in pain. And you rush forwards, and then you have to, and you hear Seamus go, "Stop! Stop! Stop!" as you rush forwards. And as you stop, you realise you are seconds away from tumbling over the edge of a huge pit. I'll add you to the map. Essentially a massive, like, drop in the side of the hill.
Is it man-made?
Make a survival check for me. So you're good, Seamus. You're down there. Yeah, you're not injured.
2 success, 1 failure.
Actually, I'm gonna change the map scale. This is a bit too big. There you go, smaller. On the 1 failure, we will be having walkers nearby. Threat level is now down to 2. There are walkers in the area, having been attracted by Seamus's cry of pain. On the 2 successes, yes, this pit does look man-made. While it's open on this side, this sort of pit essentially goes back to Neanderthal times. It is designed to be very difficult to see from this northern vantage, and essentially is designed for you to chase mammoths into and stuff like that.
Glorious.
Can Seamus take a look around and make sure no one is, like, nothing is coming to him after being attracted by his...
So like I say, there's a number of walkers now beginning to approach the area, but I will allow a scout check to specifically look for people.
Yes, that's how he's looking for people.
Go for it.
Christian, as well, with Pat's role, will be looking for bitches in orange overalls.
Okay. Very specific request.
Because Christian was deeply unsettled by those prisoners.
Okay, roll it as well then.
Three successes, 1 failure.
Okay, on the failure I am going to start having some walker attacks happening for the sake of this. Actually no, on 1 failure, I'd like you to make me a following mobility check as the ground gives way slightly and you're going to slip down. Okay, the ground gives way and you slip and slide and essentially are knocked prone, but you don't take any damage. As you essentially slide down. Yeah. Cunt sort of just jumps down happily. Hinata leans over. Are you alright? Are you alright down there? This wasn't here last time I came this way. And as you two sort of glance and look around, you don't think you saw anything. Maybe you saw something in a tree that was too big to be a bird. But you can't be certain.
Even on my 3 successes?
Even on your 3 successes, their dice are better than yours.
Rude.
Sorry. Such is life sometimes.
Seamus will pull up the crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Step out where we can see you.
Voice comes out of the surrounding tree line. No, I don't think I will.
Christian's going to try a manipulation, because if he's going to try to appeal to a bit of humanity and go, God, this really hurt. Did you mean to put this here?
Aye, yes, we did. And the voice sort of echoes, and then you hear a caw, caw, and you see, and I shit you not, a fucking falcon fly over.
I've just been dethroned as Big Eagle.
No. He's Big
the-
Falcon. You are still Big Eagle.
Either way, you're not who I hunt this day.
Ugh. Yeah.
Who do you hunt this day?
Prisoners from the south. Northwest. Prisoners of Augustin.
We ran into a lot of them in Wickerton.
Ah, then that is to where my quarry heads. Well, good day. And you hear movement through the trees as someone leaves.
Hi.
Right, that was a nut job.
Well, there's a nut job hunting nut job, so that works for us.
Anyone who wants to, make me a little investigation check, a little scout check.
I'm curious.
I've already got 4 stress, and scouting isn't my speciality. I'll leave it.
Any successes?
1 success, 1 failure for me.
On the success, you're able to see a figure retreating through the forest quickly. And you see that he is riding a horse that is going in the other direction. You can hear the galloping hooves, and you see he holds out his hand, and the falcon lands on his hand. As he leaves, you see him pin something to a tree as he goes.
Seamus will go to see what was pinned.
It appears to be a wanted poster. Drawn on pretty shitty paper. Let me see if I can find who it is. You would see a wanted poster. On the wanted poster, you see a bald man with very narrow, nasty eyes. And it simply says Sven. Wanted by the Ballyrow Royals.
Nice. More nut jobs.
At the... Okay.
What is this? The guy who rang the bell in the prison? The guy I shot with an arrow.
Sven is... You would recognise the face. It's this one. This delightful man.
Hey, he's the guy I shot.
Mm-hmm. At the bottom of the parchment, you would see the postcode for Ballyrow, which is a town to the west of Wickerton. Not a huge town, bigger than Wickerton, known for being kind of a tourist attraction, sort of a medieval hotspot, as it were, has a museum and stuff like that. So there's a postcode for Ballyrow, and then underneath that, sort of underlining it, is essentially what you can only decipher as a royal seal in wax that depicts 2 crossed swords under a gravestone.
Seamus will take the bounty poster. Yes. Bloody vigilantes.
The world is starting to go a bit cuckoo.
Alright, come on. We need to get back to the farm. Let's see, Sebastian, you doing okay?
Not doing too bad. Can just get back because we've got
Right.
fucking Jesus. We've got fucking another project to do out in the middle of sticks.
We'll keep an eye out for some game on our way.
Okay.
Those
Did you know?
spoilers
Did you
will-
manage to get any on the way before they had to give you a howler?
Yeah, we've got a couple of conies, but they're not going to feed much.
You do have the rations now from Hinata.
How
Seamus,
much rations would you say that each game is worth?
The conies, you can feed maybe 2 people off 1 rabbit, so 2 each.
Yeah, Seamus is definitely prioritising trying to see if there's any game between the pitfall trap and the farm on their way back.
Okay. It's a really weird thing to try and DM this because it's not like I've got maps and stuff or like an encounter with a deer. It's just sort of rolls. Filling the time is tricky. How do you want to go about it? Do you guys want to like chase? Because there is game around. Do you want to try and like chase it down or stealth it? How do you want to go about it?
Honestly, Seamus's one at the moment would be he sees it, he shoots an arrow at it and hopes to hit.
Okay.
If not, he grabs his arrow and waits till the next time.
Make me a stealth check then. Sorry, go on, David.
I was just gonna say, like, could we try and find one first and then start herding it towards Pat? So we would kind of, if we
Yeah.
spot it, we end up. So myself, Christian, and Hinata, or even the dogs, would take it kind of like northeast, south, and west, try and then herd it towards
Okay.
him, so he's got an easier time shooting it.
Make a manipulation check then, and Liam, you can help out with this as well if you wish.
Manipulation.
I will help out with that.
So I get
roll.
+1.
Yeah, +1 for Liam.
Okie dokie. That is a
Lot of successes.
Gold.
That is
You
5
on
successes.
5 successes, as you crow through the underbrush, you take a little bit of detour. As Nero and Cunt lift their heads and sniff, and Hinata goes, "Nero's got a wind or something, and it looks like your Cunt's a bit whiffy too." Now,
I narrow my eyes at Hinata.
he has no idea what the word means. But they follow across, and after a few moments you come to a small clearing where you find a herd of roe deer, seemingly untainted. I assume you guys know what a roe deer is. They're the ones that don't have white spots. They're the fallow deer.
Exterminate, exterminate, exterminate.
Yeah.
I will also just show you quickly before we hunt. This is the seal at the bottom of the parchment. That is the seal. Go on.
Doth a bitch be from a museum?
I will say that Liam and Sebastian can maybe make me. I need like personal memory checks. Just give me wits checks, just flat wits. Ignore the skull. Okay, 2 successes. Liam, you remember this. It's weird, but you think you might actually have one of these. That is the seal of the Ballyroe Historical Reenactment Society at Ballyroe Museum. They sold like little wax seal kits in their shop, and you're pretty sure you went on a school trip there at some point.
Oh, I know where that's from. And Christian would take the walking poster from Seamus. Yeah, we got souvenirs out of this when we were doing our history trip. Yeah, that's a museum. Shame. Up in town.
Oh, that place. I never
Yeah.
got a chance to go down there. They cancelled the trip due to COVID. So that was like a lifetime ago. No, well, no, you'd have gone a lot more recently. This was a good few years back. I was supposed to go on that, and then it got cancelled. Had to do like a webinar on it. Jesus.
Someone's trying to redo all of that. I'd say it's a bit weird.
Okay.
Yeah,
But that's
it's
just
definitely weird.
where you recognise it from. So, with you guys, you find the deer in this clearing. What do we fancy doing?
Are there any ones at like the very outside of the herd? You know, like the ones that they'd wander away a bit.
Yeah, there'd definitely be a couple that you could pick off if the need arrived. I think I'd then need... It depends. If you just go for the shot, I'm going to give you a -2 because they are alert, they're on edge. Or you can stealth it and do it that way. But obviously you run the higher risk.
A crossbow is a silent weapon.
Yeah, definitely. I'm talking about getting close enough to take the shot.
Yeah.
Did the doctor survive? Runcorn, does anyone remember? I think he died.
I think everyone died.
Most people died.
I don't even remember if we actually.
I'm on the map now. I'm going to see if his token's been tagged as dead.
I've seen one of the... Oh no, he got shot, didn't he, when your man came in and took a pot shot at us?
Leo Ray.
No, I thought that was the nurse that was attending.
Was it? I thought it was the doctor.
Kim died. Raider died. He didn't get into quarantine with you guys. Oh, yeah, he's dead. He's very dead. Yeah. His body is near the reserve generator. He has ceased to be.
Fair enough. I couldn't remember. For life of money, we lost so many.
Yeah, no, I was checking on it.
Seamus is not the best at sneaking around. Nor is he the best shot after losing his eye.
True.
I believe Hinata might be a good shot.
Hinata's a very decent shot. He is a hunter, or has survived by hunting.
So, like, Seamus would have the capacity to, like, realise he's not the person to do this, and would hand the crossbow to Hinata so he can take the shot.
Okay. I'll roll for Hinata. What were you going to say, Liam?
It's all good, don't worry.
+2, did you say?
Yeah, +2 for the crossbow.
3 successes. He goes, "Alright, thank you for trusting me. It means an awful... you get it." And he raises the crossbow and it hits the buck like a perfect hunting shot, straight under the rib, into the heart, dead instantly. Instantly, the rest of the herd gallops away, panicking into the tree line. But there is a full buck that is now, dead on the ground. That's huge!
Seamus will take back his crossbow and kind of clap Hinata on the shoulder. Good shot. And he'll make his way down to... I assume Hinata will join them so they can carry the buck between them.
Yeah, and between the two of you, you're sort of able to shift it, and he goes, "Usually this is where Nero would come in and do the carrying for me. But, no harm in that, eh?" Alright, and you guys get to the edge of the farm, and right. Oh, that's a lot of people. And you can see, like, you know, as you're approaching the edge of the farm, you see Mama Kelloyd is on her rocking chair, shotgun across her lap, sort of in the distance at the farmhouse. But as you approach, you see Elizabeth Green, Orla, and Matty O'Connor hammering stakes into the ground as Rubio was leading the other one, as Rugger and D'Angelo pull sort of barbed wire across, creating essentially a barbed wire fence. And as you approach, Buck's over your shoulders, looking a bit winded, but I assume smiling and cheerful. Like, this has been a fucking success, if anything. Smiling and cheerful. You'd see Matty raises his hands and goes, "Hi, welcome, hello there. You made it back."
We got some grub and we got some company.
So I
And
see.
we got some water.
Aye, we do. Alright, tell me, Orla, could you go get that pump working in the water silo? And Orla goes, "Right you are. It's all been cleaned out. Looked like there'd been a body in there or something, but it's all been scrubbed down. We used a little bit of the fairy liquid, and it's all been scrubbed. So, yes, right you are.
Leave it run for a while.
Aye, definitely clearing it all out. Oh, this is good." And she turns and you see her like jogging, and as you guys return, I'm not going to be like fanfare heroic music, but there is just this wave of optimism that ripples out across the farm as people know they're eating tonight. That deer can be cut up, it can be minced, and can probably feed everyone for one day at least, you know, to make a mince out of it. Weapons could be made out of the antlers, glue out of the hooves. You know, there's lots of uses for a deer. I'd have to Google them all to break it all down, but that's the sort of campaign we run here. But the sheer optimism at your honestly fucking success, guys. You guys should be absolutely chuffed with yourselves.
Seamus will, like, after I assume they, like, dump the buck in, like, a...
And take it through to the kitchen and get someone butchering it would be my...
That's what I'm thinking, like, onto, like, a table in the kitchen so it can be butchered properly.
We'll have, you see Nicholas comes in. Right, I am here to help. I see you have a back. And he sort of shoulders his way to the table. I have some experience butchering, so everybody out. I'm going to work my meat.
Oh, God.
Somewhere Liam got very happy.
Dr. Buff
Is about to treat his meat.
Why is he always shirtless?
He is just consistently shirtless.
He's like the knockoff.
Why is every woman 6 months pregnant?
Jesus.
He's not even gone a day.
He is the Aldi equivalent of Dolph Lundgren, where instead of Professor Lundgren, we've got Professor Dolph.
It's what I said. It's what I said last week. This is literally Dolph Lundgren. I love it.
Instead, we've got Dr. Pepper. They have Professor Peppy.
Yes.
Triple H in a lab coat.
But
So
go on, Pat.
Seamus will approach, like, Mama Kelloyd. We need to build a fence around the lake. It was clogged by some shamblers. They got into the intake pipe and clogged it up.
Really?
Aye.
Okay.
They tumble in there.
Alright, well, we can make a start on that. We'll allocate some people and go down, unless you want to handle it yourselves. But taking a fence takes time, is the only thing that worries me.
Aye. I say first we get our defences here, we can always unclog it again.
Well, didn't you say that Tenata had a shack not too far from it?
Yes, and I think you see, as you guys approach, Hinata is looking at Mama Kelloyd with nothing short of reverence. And if you guys remember his earlier comment before, He said he had looked to Keloid Farm but had been too nervous to approach.
He fancies Mama Keloid.
She is a powerful woman.
I mean, if it comes through it, why don't we use that once we get the fence set up around it, we can set up a little bit of a alarm system kind of thing, and we can have people take turns keeping an eye out during, especially of an evening, using the shack in pairs, and that way we've got people on watch of it just in case. Especially if we're going to be making sure, especially when we start getting to crop planting season, we'll definitely need to make sure there's no issues with it.
Keloid nods her head. Hey, that sounds about right. Who are we going to allocate to it?
Well, I mean, I've got no issue helping get it set up, but it'll have to be just getting it set up. I don't think I'd be allowed to stray too far, even to go on watch, considering everything going on here. I'd be needed. But definitely day watches and the like that I can do.
Oh shit. She smiles ahead. We'll set up a rotation. That'd be the best thing to do.
Yay.
Okay, so a few moments. I think at this point we essentially. How much did I say was in Hinata's bag again? It was something rations.
There was 11 rations.
It was 11 rations. It was 22.
22 total.
I gave half back to Hinata, but Hinata's here now.
Just do me a favour, all of you delete any rations off your character sheets. When you're here, they go to the stowed gear part, and then you guys can take rations out, if that makes
Didn't
sense.
have any in my.
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm trying to keep up with all of these things, but this is what we need to be doing,
no,
you know?
I had
that
one
is
there.
Okay. Okay, so in that case, the you sort of deliver the food, the rations. Hinata makes himself known. People are sort of already all over him, you know, saying hello and introducing themselves. And he sort of sits at the table, and you can see him just absorbing, like, people. But eventually, sort of coming down the stairs, rubbing a bit of sleep dust out of her eyes, Sarah would go up to Seamus and give him a kiss on the cheek. I'm glad you're all back safe. Was it all alright in the end?
I wanted to. Nothing we aren't used to anyway.
Right.
How are you doing?
A bit queasy, but I'm alright. Thought I'd come down and help cook, make myself useful. And you see a few people sort of start helping out. D'Angelo, and I think what I'm going to do is sort of like, before we end out the session, let's go to the next day. Is there anything you guys want to do? And essentially a montage of the end of the episode. This is a moment of absolute triumph for the party. You guys have cleared the water, you have a water supply to the farm now, you can grow crops, your irrigation system is working, you have clean water in the silo, food is on the table, as Rugger, it turns out, is like actually quite good at skinning things, and you don't really want to know where he learnt that. But you know, that sort of leads to good comedy, and as we sort of begin to fade to black and go to the credits of what would be the TV show, we're seeing all of our survivors here around the table, stood in the kitchen in the eating area, chatting, talking, drinking, eating, in what can only be described as relative safety. And I think for the first time in a long time, you are able to relax. So if there's any sort of roleplay, anything you guys want to do before the end of the session, I think now's the time, because I'm now out of session essentially for you in a really positive way.
I think me and Pat have similar ideas. If we were sitting at the table on our own, seeing Oshin go by. Oshin,
Hey!
you worked at the prison, right?
I did, yes.
Come have a look at this. Seamus, you show him.
Apparently there's some crackpot bounty hunter on a horse. With a
Right.
falcon.
With a fucking falcon. Well, that's not native.
Well, take a look. They're hunting down. They've gone full Robin Hood.
And he sort of takes the parchment. Is that Sven O'Malley?
Yeah, it seems so. Do you know him from the prison?
Oh yeah, I know Sven. ISO.
Yeah.
What do you want to know about him? He's not exactly a nice man. The worst, really.
Well, I remember putting an arrow in him.
He's dead then? Can we check in? Is this like a reward? Like, they're gonna give us food or something?
I
This-
put an arrow in him and he still kept walking at me.
Christ. Well, I know a bit about Sven. I can tell you about him if you like, but it's not really a nice story. I was, like I said, I worked with him a little bit.
Like, I think I can deal with a not nice story.
Alright, so his name's Sven O'Malley. He was in isolation in Augustine prison, or he should have been. That's where I was, at least. Wasn't born evil. No child really is. I think he's Wickerton, born and raised. His daddy was a butcher. Mummy was very devout, sort of the brittle type of devout, the cold type, you know. So he was raised with hatred and anger and constantly surrounded by blood. I did speak with Sven a little bit, and he's chilling to talk to. He told me that as a boy, he got a sort of, well, his words were he popped a semi, watching how skin would part from his flesh when his daddy was carving up meat for his butchery. And his dad taught him everything he needed to do, how to carve and turn stuff around. Either way, he went from killing animals and butchering animals to killing people and butchering people. His first human victim that they nailed to him was some drunk dude who tried to beat him up behind a pub. And somehow, Sven, not being a big man, but somehow Sven cracked the man's head open with a brick. And then he fucking skinned him. They found the body hours later in a cold storage warehouse down on the dockyards. And as he's sort of saying this, you see in the background, Sebastian, you would have heard of this. It was never like confirmed, it was way above your pay grade. I don't know what the equivalent of like the Irish FBI would be, Pat. But like the step above the police, the people who deal with serial killers and repeat murderers. But you would see in the background Matty O'Connor nods, having heard this story before, and Sebastian, you would recognise it as well. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you.
We're just listening.
Yeah, that's cool. Just, yeah.
It's like special investigator.
Yeah. So basically this went above like the police's pay grade. This was a proper serial killer. There was like a manhunt. So they found the body in cold storage. He skinned him. And then he had more victims. We don't know how many people who went missing. All of this. They tried to keep the press off of it because obviously they make a big hoo-ha out of things, and they really try to up it, don't they? Give him a name, the dockyard butcher, stuff like that, and they didn't want him being worshipped, or copycat killings. Eventually he was caught because they found the preserved skins, and there was a repetition of sort of organisation and everything, and he was taken to trial. His trial was chilling, they say. He didn't rage or was angry. He was soft and careful in how he talked. Should have gotten life, is what we all said, but he scared the other inmates in Augustine prison. We were all terrified of him. The inmates, that is. And the warden was always warned that he studied people, like sort of looking like he could dissect them. So he resided in his cell in Augustine in isolation, no one around him, just steel and concrete, no sharp objects, nothing. But I guess he's got out. It's a bit sick, I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
Well,
Just
I
what
guess,
we need.
I guess that answers that. We know why they at least were people. He'll be a problem.
It's a problem for another day. Let's enjoy the little things tonight.
Aye, the main thing is he's not in this room, he says, smiling. No. Yeah, aye, the main thing is he's not in here.
Seamus will leave the conversation there. To go and talk to Sarah a bit.
Okay. So you guys can go and chat. Sarah is sort of in front of you. She's got essentially a venison steak that she's halving with you and chatting. I'm probably not meant to eat this sort of red meat, but I'm so fucking hungry.
Like, food is food, and like Seamus will kind of subtly cut a bit of his steak off and like get it onto her plate.
And she notices but doesn't complain. She just smiles at you. Appreciate it.
How are you feeling?
Like I say, a bit queasy, but I'm alright, I guess. Not great, but I'm alright.
Is there anything I can do to make things easier?
Keep the food coming. I'm so hungry. I'm absolutely starving. So keep that food coming. Yeah.
You're eating for two now?
Absolutely I am. Yeah, let's keep that going. She smiles and tucks in. What do you make of the new guy? And you see Hinata sort of sat in the chair going, yes, I lived in Japan my entire life. No, we're not all into anime. Yes, we do have those vending machines. It's like this constant like barrage of people questioning the newcomer.
He seems like a good sort. He's trying, anyway. But I say if you speak a word of Irish to him, he'll be jumping with joy.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, from what I can gather, he's one of those Aeronophiles.
Oh, Christ, they're real?
Apparently.
What a loser. But I suppose no bad thing. At least he actually, like, went through with it. You know, he moved to Ireland and everything. Oh, what a weird little man.
Well, that being said, he's a good shot. He's the one who took down the buck.
Alright, well, I'll try not to get too jealous. Glad you're safe. You didn't... No problems, I take it.
No issues.
Good. Keep it that way, you dum-dum. Ray was a nasty little man, but there's going to be a lot of people like him out there. It's honestly not even the walkers that worry me now. It's the people.
Seamus will like put his hand over her shoulders and like, we'll get through this together.
She smiles and rests her head. Yeah, I reckon so. So, as the evening begins to draw to a close, there's a moment that goes by as everyone sort of slightly slumber, people have had something to eat, bellies are full, there is a quiet joy to the surrounding area, which is when you hear a bang that goes out across the whole room, and startled you turn and look as you see Mama Kelloyd walks in holding a bottle of wine that she's just popped loudly, and she goes, "It's the last one, but I think tonight's a night for celebration." And she goes around and sort of fills up drinks, you know, what people have got, bowls for some people. Let's have a toast. To the people who brought us all together, to the survivors of Camp Runcorn, to our new friend, Mr. Shimimitsu, and she gives him a little wink, and he goes bright red. To Chrissy O'Connor and his ever-loyal cunt, to Sebastian, to our new friends who have joined us, whose name's Father Joseph, and I've just been calling you Beefcake, but to you as well, Nicholas, and to Seamus, who surprised us all. Here's to you guys. We're here with full bellies tonight thanks to you. We're gonna get these fences built. We're not just gonna survive here. We're gonna fucking win the apocalypse. And she drinks straight from the bottle. And you hear D'Angelo goes, "Here, here." And there's a few sort of cheers that go around the room.
Yeah, Seamus will,
He gets a little bit, yeah, like a shandy. A wine shandy, watered down. A wandy.
Seamus will drink Sarah's one that was poured.
Yes. Again, she has a wandy minus the wine. So water.
Does Christian clock that? Because he doesn't know that she's pregnant.
I've make a survival check. Have -2. With two successes, you see Seamus grab the drink from Sarah and drink it for her. And I think there's a moment where you're like, wow, what a cunt. And then it clicks in your head of, oh, she can't drink.
I'm like, and then Christian falls silent.
So, the evening draws to the close. Due to the fact that you have shot the buck, I will not reduce your rations for tonight. Ergo, when we return next week, you have essentially 2 days of food for everyone to eat and consume. You have 2 days of food ahead of you. With people deliberately going hungry, i.e. gaining stress, you can potentially extend that longer. But for
during this,
go on.
just for to obviously just how much would we lower stress by for those of us who do have stress?
You've all interacted with RP. I would say you can reduce stress by 3, everyone, because it's only one night. Hinato is actually going to keep his stress because he is an introvert surrounded by far too many people.
And we gain 1 health, isn't it?
Per day, yes.
Yeah, so I will go back up on her.
Nice. Okay. As the night draws in, a watch is kept, sat atop the water silo. The NPCs would take the watch. The first watch, you actually look and smile. You see Ruby O'Connor wrapped up in far too many blankets with a pair of binoculars, and sat next to her, having clearly given her his coat and blankets, is the shivering Matty O'Connor. But the two of them look quite happy as they look out across the farm. And I think
Christian would put his coat over his granddad and then get under the covers with his gran.
it is warm. It is nice, and your granny hugs you tight and scratches your head. And there's a nice little moment as you hear a clanging on the side of the water silo, which is like a flat-topped bucket, right? That you can like sit on. It is full of water, but it's like also a really good little watch device. But there's a ladder up the side, yeah. And there's a clanging as climbing up the side. You sort of look a bit confused as then a head pokes up the side of the water silo, and looking like a very sort of rigid Scooby-Doo, you see Cunt the dog, his head lifting up over the top of the silo, and then a second head pops up next to him as Cunt has been carried up the side of the silo by Hinata, who goes, He was waiting for you, and I didn't think it was right to leave him out." And he sort of puts Cunt onto the top of the silo and goes, "Night, all. I'm gonna go curl up somewhere. Night, boy." And he sort of climbs back down as Cunt comes over and rests his head on your chest and on the legs of your grandma, Ruby O'Connor. And
so this
there
one
is
night, the apocalypse doesn't seem so bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, as this happens, as you tuck into Ruby O'Connor and Matty wraps his arms around the pair of you and tucks you in, it's not a cold night. Sebastian, you find slumber and sleep, and essentially in the same room with the rest of the survivors. And since losing the school and the janitor, you are surrounded by people. In the corner in her rocking chair, Mama Kelloyd nods to you with a smile before dozing off. And for the first time since you've seen her, Mama Kelloyd does not have her shotgun in her lap. It's nearby, behind her, but not within arm's reach. And Pat, as the time goes by, you come to bed, wine heavy, and you climb into the bunk that has been given to Sarah. And as Liam perfectly puts it, this one night doesn't feel like the world is ending. And with that, thank you all so much for watching. This has been, in my opinion, the perfect episode of Tattletales RPG, where the table may indeed be virtual, but as ever, you are welcome at it. We will see you Friday for... Shit, I went to the intro too soon. We will see you Friday for Warhammer 40k Black Throne, where the Absolution Protocol may not be necessary anymore, or will be enacted with great gusto now. Irregardless, we will see you all soon. Bye for now.
Chapel spire hasn't moved for days. Wind through Wickerton's broken fields, whispering old names.
He came to me at evening, bells silent, sky gone still.
Sat blind upon the wooden cross, like a shadow with a will. He told me, son, the world's too full, the hells will lose its store.
Graves will split, bones will knit and walk the moor once more.
Death will choke and the sky will crack, the sea shall flood once more. Sinner, God has forgotten you, the rapture left you behind.
What breaks first, my son?
Your flesh or your mind? When the gates are open wide, when death and hell give up their dead.
What shall you do, my sweet child?
Where shall you run? Where shall you hide? This is the pit, and the pendulum swings evermore. You are lost and alone, soulless to the core. So tell me, sinner, what is worth living for?
He leaned into my trembling soul, and in a voice I heard in my heart,
He told me what he saw.